Hello, everyone. Welcome to Developing Palettes. I'm Aaron Loomis coming to you from the Drew Estate Studio. With me today is Jiunn Liu from the Box Press Studio and from the Pastana Studio, John McTavish. How you guys doing?
I mean, June's doing good. He can't talk though because
Yeah.
he was at the 49ers game. So we're gonna try and keep his section to 5 words or less, and grunt if he agrees. And I'm just gonna sit over here and try not to pass out from lower back pain because 49 years old. I thought it'd be a good idea to do manual labor. So that's that's where we're at.
I went to the Niners game yesterday against Detroit, and then I sound like this. I was in meetings all day at work, and a couple of coworkers were like, "June, are you okay? You doing okay?" Because a few of them said that I think that they thought that I was
I could
crying of
get that
happiness
crying of happiness.
until the Chiefs come in and fuck my happiness over in the 2 weeks.
Speaking of fucking happiness over, today we're talking about the Foundation Metapa Claro Robusto. The cigar is a Robusto 5x50. Comes out of the Tabacalera AJ Fernandez factory in Nicaragua.
You got a picture of that
Wrapper.
bad boy?
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. Thanks for reminding me here, John.
You got it, bro.
Uh, Wrapper's Ecuadorian Sumatra. Binder is Connecticut broadleaf. Filler is Nicaraguan Esteli and Jalapa. Blended by Nicholas Melillo. Price point is $15.50. Cigar was released in October of 2023. And we picked these cigars up from Corona Cigar Company. So if you are in the Florida area near one of the locations, be sure to stop in for a cigar and a libation. But if not, you can give them a call or you can go to the website, place an order, and it will be delivered to you almost instantly. All right. So with all that out of the way, June, take us through your overall experience with this cigar.
Um, I thought this was a hitter. This is one of those cigars where like people talk about how cigars could taste like barnyardy, like horse blanket, or in other words, a raw way of saying it is like smells like barnyard animal shit. But man, that actually tastes really good. And I got plenty of that. A lot of this like barnyard funk mixed with a lot of earthiness, nutty sweetness. I thought he made a really good like full flavored cigar that had like bolder flavors, but without like a ton of strength to hit you with. Yeah, Nick is, yeah, I almost want to say like, even uh, I think a lot of AJ stuff tastes the same. A lot of us think that, but I think if you want to change that perspective, you go after Nick's stuff that's made out of AJ, and I think that'll really turn your perspective.
All right, John, how about you? What are your thoughts?
We're talking about the Metapa Claro here. I just want to clarify.
Yes,
Okay.
that's all.
Yeah, no, I had a very, very different experience. I mean, I did get some really nice creaminess and spicy wood, and sort of baking spices to start out. And then like I would call maybe 3, 4 puffs in, it kind of reminded me of a lot of Espinosa pepper bombs where the post draw pepper went up to medium full almost immediately, and then it became so full that it basically say it was like chewing on Thai chili pepper. Like it was almost to the point of unsmokable, and I was like, what is going on? And then it kind of pulled back, and I got some sort of vegetal aroma notes because I couldn't really taste at that point. And then the pepper kind of came back to medium, and I was able to sort of taste again, and I got some sort of creamy chocolate, little pepper, creamy wood. But I mean, it was a pretty rough first third. A little bit of cinnamon hitting at the end as it sort of moved in the second third. Second third were kind of creamy wood, cardboard center, spice and wood on the post draw, a little bit of chocolate breaking through at times, but not enough to kind of get really my attention. A little bit of creamy cinnamon on the retro at the halfway point, but I think it did kind of just did enough to get to the average point. And then last third, creamy cardboard, medium strength pepper on the post draw, really heavily lingering on the palate. Really no deviation in the profile for the last third. So really disappointing. And then to cap it off, because AJ is kind of renowned for having perfect construction. I had a great draw, but Cigar went out at the end of the first third, so I had to relight. Went out at the halfway point of the second third, had to do a relight. So yeah, not a great experience for me overall. What about you, Aaron?
Yeah, for me, the cigar started with toasted cedar and candied cinnamon. The candied part dropped out pretty quick, but light mustiness joined in there. Got some dry earth that joined in a bit later. Second third saw the cinnamon morph into black pepper. And the final third saw a light vegetal note join in. I thought the cigar had a nice start. I always like that candied cinnamon kind of note, so that was good. But from the beginning of the second third, the flavor kind of just dropped off and was average and linear the rest of the way. Also had some burn issues on mine with a couple relights, so that kind of knocked things down a little bit as well. But I really liked how it started, just kind of a teaser, as the majority of the cigar wasn't really all that exciting. So, not sure. I don't think I'd come back to this. It's just too expensive for the experience. So, but this was a step up over the Maduro, so there's that, but still not something I'm gonna really revisit. All right, let's get into the scores. We're gonna start at the top with Jiunn at 6.82. I gave it a 5.65. John gave it a 5.45, and Seth, who wasn't able to join us tonight, gave it a 5.15. So Jiunn, had that 6.82 matchup for you?
Real well. I'm really surprised. I thought this was going to be, well, I thought I was going to get some agreements here, but apparently not. I really thought that. I was like, I thought you were going to be at least John anyways. But yeah, it's a good score. It's a good cigar. Um, Usually I also find ton of consistency coming out of AJ's factory too. So, yeah, I'm a little surprised by, maybe I was just having a really good day. I don't know.
Yep. My 5.65 matched up well. I thought it was an above average flavor profile, but had some burn issues that kind of knocked it down. So kind of took it to those mid-5 range. But even with the burn, even if the burn was perfect, the flavor profile just wasn't good enough to really keep it up. But all right, John, 5.45.
Yeah, I mean, it is better than the Maduro for me, but only just. And yeah, it matches up well. As you say, I think even if my burn was perfect, to me, it's not. It wouldn't rank above 5.5 for the flavor. It's just it was disappointing. I was expecting a lot better. I was expecting the Jiunn experience.
All right. Any final thoughts from you guys on this one?
I'm a little disappointed. I think, and we'll probably get into it because this will air after the show, but just kind of disappointed with a lot of Nick's offerings this year, which is weird because I'd say up until this year, he really couldn't do any wrong. Like every single thing he was putting out, the Tabernacles and the Charter Oaks, and everything was great. But for whatever reason, everything's been a miss for me this year.
Yeah.
Almost.
Yeah. So we'll just hang out for one quick second. Get Seth's
All right,
little
we can hang out.
last take here.
Got Mr. Geist popping in.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So
Look at
Seth,
that slow shade.
we're
The lighting.
just wrapping up the Metapa Claro. So any thoughts on your Metapa Claro with 5.15?
No, man. It was, actually, I'll remember this is, wait a minute. Maybe I'm thinking Maduro.
Yeah.
Either way, I thought one of them would be better. They were both bust. It was very disappointing all around.
All right. Wherever you're watching this video, be sure to like and subscribe and check out the full written review on the website, developmentpalace.com. You can follow all of our, I don't even know where I'm at.
Follow all our pod things at developmentpalace.com.
Exactly.
Slap that like button.
That's
hit that
right.
subscribe
All
button.
those things that you're supposed to do for the YouTubers and all that good stuff. But check out all of our review recaps on podcasts, iTunes, Google Play, and Podbean. Thank you for tuning in. We'll catch you on the next one.
Metapa.